Hi and welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to show you how you can create this fillable form in Word for free. So let's open a new document. So I've just got my normal A4 page up here and I've got the rulers down the side where I'm going to slightly adjust the margins. So if you can't see the rulers, go to View, make sure rulers are checked and scroll down to the bottom, hover between the white and grey section, click and just pull that margin down just to give us a little bit more room. And then we can do the same with the top, just slightly adjust it. Perfect. So now go to Insert, Table, Insert Table. I'm going to select 5 columns and 27 rows and click OK. So now what we need to do is put pieces of our information into these rows and columns. I'm going to adjust the height of them and merging and splitting them as well. So let's zoom in. In the top row here, I'm going to select it all, go to Table Layout and go to Merge Cells. Then insert my text. I'm just going to paste in some text. But if I go to the Home tab, you can see I've chosen this font. It's bold and it's font size 20. Next, I'm going to reserve this row as a spacer row. But I'm going to go to Table Layout and decrease the size of this to 0. Go to the Home tab, and if I decrease the font size, you can see I can make that row a little narrower. So I've got real control over the size of my rows. Next, I'm going to select the whole table, go to Table Layout, select Left Alignment, but then I'm just going to go to the top row here and select Center. So every time I click on a cell now, it will align my text up to the left-hand side and the center. So we now need to start putting in our text. So all you do is just begin to type out your text. And I'm going to speed up the video whilst I do that. Okay, so I've done the first part here. And I'm just going to show you how we're going to adapt this table to suit our needs. So I've got the department here. I'm going to select these 2 cells and click Merge. And then select these 2 cells and adjust this central line here and just move it over. I can also do the same with this one. I can move this line over if I want to. Or if I know I'm going to need all of these lines moved over, I can select this line, just move it over to give myself a little bit more space on this right-hand side. I can do the same with this line in the middle here. You've got to make sure that you select both cells either side of a line in order to adjust that line. Here I'm going to merge the cells as well. And the reason I did 5 across is just to show you how you can merge the cells and adapt this table for your needs and for each word. Here we need a little bit more space, so we're going to pop that over to the right, and the same in this one, just pop it over to the right to just give us a little bit more space. Now we can just take out all of the border lines from around this top section. So select every element of these top 2 sections, go to Table Design, go to Borders and select No Borders. And then you'll see what we have done is taken out the top line across here. So select the top row, go to Borders and select Top Border. And you can see we've popped that border back in. Okay, as we go down, we might feel as like we might want to extend the height of these cells. So select them all, go to Table Layout, and in height here, you can just use the increase row height here. If you just want a little bit more height, I think we should take them up to 8, just to give us that extra space. Now again, we're going to need a space. So this line here, I'm just going to decrease the height down to 0. So if you click on that bottom arrow and hold, it will take it down to 0. Go to the Home tab and decrease the font size to about 6.5, which will give you a small gap. Next, we're going to merge these 4 cells here. Table Layout, Merge, and then pop in our text. Once again, I'm going to paste it in. The font hasn't changed, but the font size has changed to 14 and bold just for this first part here. And then what we're going to do is just move this line over to give us a little bit of extra space. And what I am going to do is just move this line over. It makes it easier when I take out the border lines, which I'm going to show you now. So in order to create the box here, I'm actually going to do the same to this row. Layout, reduce the size to 0, Home tab, and then reduce the font to 6.5. And then select all of these, table layout, table design, borders, no borders, and then select these cells here and put back in that bottom border, and then select this cell here, go to borders and select outside borders, and you've just created this cell here. Now you can see what's happened is I've created a line along here. Let me just go and switch the borders or the grid lines on, which is down here. These are the grid lines that show you where your border lines are, even though you've taken them out. So I can just hover over to here. I'm going to pull this grid line over to here. And then I can select these lines here, or those cells. And then this one's already selected top border. You can just see the line above here. And then click on that. It should take out that top border, which it hasn't. So let's just put in the bottom border, which is this element here. These two cells, they need their top border. Perfect. So if we take out those grid lines, you can see how we've made some progress with just creating the box here and leaving a gap at the top and the bottom. I'm just going to take this out, just click on it and just click this sign here just to take out any anomalies. You can make a bigger space or smaller space, but obviously I wanted them to pop the date in here. What I can do now is I can make this box bigger by selecting those two cells and moving that line over. So this one here, we're going to select it all, table layout, merge cells, and then pop in the next question. And then in these two rows, we're going to adjust the height. There we go, to 8. And then we're going to merge that row, merge cells, put the cursor at the end here and press twice to give us a nice area to pop your text in. Then these two here, I'm just going to take out this middle line running across the middle there. So go to table design, borders, and then take out this one, which is inside horizontal border. And it's taken out the top line. So let's just pop in that top border line again. This one again, we're going to do table layout, reduce it down to 0, Home tab, reduce the font to 6.5. Then we're going to merge these cells. Pop in the next title. This font here, if I go to the Home tab, same font, bold and 14. Next we'll make a spacer. So let's just take out the lines for here. So I've selected that row, go to table layout, go to table design, go to borders, take out the left border, the right border, and the inside vertical borders. Do the same with this one. Alternatively, you could go to layout and merge the cells, then go to table design and simply take out the left border and the right border. You can leave this box here if you want to, or you can completely take it out by just going up to borders and selecting no borders on that one. Completely up to you. So now we're going to put in the 6 boxes of discussion points. So I'll do one for you to show you. Then I will speed up the video to do the rest, and then come back and show you any pointers and alignment and extras that you might consider for your design. So select all of this row, layout, merge cells. So if I put in a number, a dot and a space, it will automatically default to bullet points. So if you can continue writing your question, pop your cursor here. And if you want to, you can actually click on this little arrow here, indent tool, and you can move it over to the left so that it's a little bit more in line with the text above. But that again is a personal choice. Then again, we'll select this row here, table layout, merge cells, click at the left, 2 return keys, and then select these 2 cells, table design, borders, and take out that inside border. Make a space as we have before, table layout, reduce the height, home tab, reduce the font to 6.5, table design, and then we can also merge it, table design, borders, take out the left border, take out the right border. So there's your first box and your first space. Now I'm going to go ahead and make the rest of those 5 boxes and speed up the video. Okay, perfect. So we finished that now. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to click on the question line here because the text is very close to the top of the line. Then I'm going to go to table layout, and then I'm going to increase the font of the cell to 8. And you can see that's just brought that text down a little bit, so it's not quite so close to the top. Just click twice or 3 times, and then you'll just move that text down a bit. Then I just want more of a gap between my title, so I can simply just press my return key at the end of this sentence. Then I can make an extra gap here. I'm actually going to take out the border lines of this one because I think it makes it just a little bit too fussy. Table design, borders, no borders. And then in this one here, in this spacer, I think there needs to be a bit more room, so I'm just going to press a space bar in there. And the one below here to create a bit of extra space. Just take that out again. Perfect. I'm going to move the whole table down. So click at the top here next to the P, press the return key. My cursor's now at the top here, but it's outside of the table, and I can just pop that table down a little bit if I want to. Now you need to make this form digital so that you can fill this form out, or you can send this one to somebody who can fill it out. So if you want to just print it off like this, then please do go ahead. But if you want to be able to type in here and not disturb the rest of the form, then you need to go to the Developer tab. If you don't have the Developer tab, go to Word, Preferences, Ribbon and Toolbar, all the way down to the bottom on this side. Make sure Developer tab is checked and then click Save. Once you've saved it, you'll have this Developer tab which allow you to put in combination boxes, checkboxes and text boxes. So if you go to Department at the top here, just click, press text box, you'll see this grey area comes up here, and you can do that to all of the sections where you want some text to go for your user. Now there's a few things you need to know about these. So the first thing is, if you don't want the shading, just take out the shading. The second thing is that they won't work unless you protect the form. So protect the form. And if I try to click anywhere else on the form, it jumps straight to the first text box or the nearest text box that I've entered into my document. Unprotect the form, which means you can now edit the form, but you might want to consider how many characters will go in these boxes. So the way I do that is I pop it into the box first before I pop in this bit here. So all I do is just type in the characters in terms of number format, and then I can just go again and figure out from here that there's 17 characters that I can fit in this side here. So all I need to do is delete that. And then when I enter in my text box, I can then right click on it, go down to Properties, and then in maximum length, you can just put in 17 characters. Text format, you can put upper, lower, or title case. I'm just going to put in title case and click OK. Now when I protect the form and I go to type in here, if I try to click here, I can't. It will jump straight to this box here. I can type, and as I type, it will stop at 17 characters. Now you can see, because I've put some eyes in here, it hasn't taken up so much room. So I would just say do the numbers and limit it to those 17 characters, because obviously you've got letters that are bigger than others. So I can take out that now. I've done that. unprotect the form and pop in that text box. And you can do that to each and every one of these areas. Pop in your text box and then you can tell them how many characters you want in each text box. If you've got spaces like this where they're identical, what you can do is sort out the box at the top here. You can right click, go to your properties, put in your limited text and press OK. And then what you can actually do, let's just delete those. Select this one, copy it, Command and Control C, select the three other cells and Command and Control V, go to table layout and align to center left. And then if you right click, go to properties, you can see it's just copied across those 17 characters. So I'm just going to pop in all the boxes. Perfect. So once you're happy with the layout of everything, again, you can take off the shading, but the one thing you need to do is make sure you protect that form. And once you've done that, you can send it to your user. If you don't want to go to the lengths to actually create this form, there is a link in the description below where you can download this along with all my other designs. So I hope that's helped you today. If it has, please like and subscribe and have a great day.